presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Dell in Texas. Hey, Dell, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, man?
My call. Great.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
I love your show. I just stumbled upon it probably, maybe a month ago.
And how'd you find us?
I found you on YouTube.
YouTube. That's a beautiful thing. Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Welcome to the Tiger family, man.
Wow.
I like it. Totally.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Expect to have hope rekindled. Expect your prayers to be answered in wondrous ways. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 24, NASDAQ off 6, S&P's down 250, gold contract up $8.30, traded at $1,234 an ounce. Silver up 9 cents at $16.27 an ounce. Platinum down $5 at $9.84 an ounce. Copper down 2 pennies at $2.15 a pound. Light sweet crude off $1.21, $40.29 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note up 8 ticks, 130.20. 30-year bond up 25 ticks, 166.03. King dollar down 222 ticks, trading at 94.86. You got the euro up 19 at $1.12, and the yen is trading at 108.71. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we're going to put these on the weeklies. You got the cash S&P. We had a price target of 2087.50 on this ABC structure on the way up. We do 2087.84. Bottom line, is this where the flip is? Well, we'll find out. But my bear suit came back on this morning, folks. So what do we have here? So we're coming into the downdraft from the week of the 21st of August. You're coming into the downdraft of the beginning of the downdraft in January. That's where we started out at 2081. If we take a look at the SPY, it's going to be wild putting this together too, because we'll take it step by step. When we put the SPY together, this is what you have. The SPY this week, we've done volume of 414 million. Now the 414 million is coming against 900 million. The price point right now we're at is $207.81, and it is also going against last August, which was 865 million. So my correlation goes like this. You get 865, then we got 957, and you get an additional 900. So but you're coming in against it with 400. My take is that, yeah, the turn's right in here somewhere. That correlation inside the Dow, now this is where it gets, it's like, okay, is the Dow going to go to the highs? Because what the Dow did do Wednesday is that it took that swing point out, took it out with volume, and that's saying, guess what? You could get up to the high. That being said, what we also have is this, is that when we take a look at this Dow, it's like, okay, we're at 17,898. The high that it's going after is the 17,997, and you're coming up there on, if I bring all the weekly, dramatically lighter volume also. You're just dealing with the correlation that's about 25 to 30% lighter also inside the Dow Industrials. The NDX 100, the 3 Qs. So what do we have with the 3 Qs? 3 Qs today, flat market. And we have option expiration today too, folks. All the world markets were flat last night. They're all waiting for Sunday night to see what's going on with the oil market, with the oil producers, what they have to say Sunday. That being said, let's go back to the Qs for a second. You take a look at the Qs on a weekly basis, what we have. You've done 111 million shares. That'll come in with about 121 million. That 121 million is coming into 262 and coming into 233. So bottom line, my take here is that this is where the flip's going to come around inside the marketplace. The IWM, we can take a look at the IWM. The small caps right now are at $112. That correlation is this. We're coming into 243 million shares, and you've done that with 129 million. So the small caps, we're trading at $112.52. The top of that gap is $112.51. So it's pretty wild that it's right at the downdraft that was created in January. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold held price out here today for Friday, which is a beautiful thing. Gold right now is up 820. You're doing light volume. You're at 114,000 contracts. Bottom line is that, you know what? It couldn't even make it to its lowest swing point, which is 1207. Now, that being said, what you do have is this. You have, on the weekly basis, many gold and silver equities that have done very large ABC structures on the way up. If we take a weekly basis and we take a look at Great Panther, you start with Great Panther, what you're going to see is that you're going to see it took out a swing point, took it out with volume. Your 8 point on this is down where it started in January, which is 41 cents. Your B is $1.08. That was generated on the 25th, the week of the 25th of March. Your C is down at 86 cents. We did volume this week of 6.1 million versus that B point of 4.8. That's a nice ABC structure on their way up. Another small one out here is VGZ, Vista. Vista also is on an ABC structure on the way up. Took out the B point, took it out with volume. I could go through a bunch more of these. Bottom line is that it's pretty intense. Vista did 3 million shares. The B point was 1.5 million. The notes. Let's go over to the notes and we take a look at the 10-year note. 10-year note out here right now trading up 8 ticks, 130.20. We've done 775,000 contracts here today. Now, when we take a look at this, we made a high 8 trading days ago. That high was made with 1 million contracts. You tested that high with 780,000. You came down last week. This week, rather, Wednesday and Thursday with over 1 million. You get a counter trend bounce with, let's say, 800,000. Those notes are they're going to make their way down to the 128.01, which is the lowest swing point from the 16th of March. And we'll see how it shakes out there. Oil. Now, the oil is the number, folks. The reason that the oil's number is this. Oil, number one, has had a great run. We came off the lows, had a beautiful run. Your swing point out here was $42.49 on this contract. Now, there's no doubt I like how it ran into the contract on Tuesday and Wednesday. It ran into the contract, had volume into the contract. That being said, guess what? It looks like, we'll see what happens Sunday night. But because we're at the top of the range, because the ABC structure finished in the S&P, and oil can pull back to $37 and have nothing wrong with it, I suspect that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to yank the market back on Monday. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 27. Nasdaq's off 7.5. S&Ps are down 2.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish down 28, NASDAQ off 7.5, S&Ps right now down 3. And as we're coming into the close out here, let's go take, well, we get 45 minutes. Let's take a look at the volume. The volume right now on the NYSE is 621 million. The volume on the NASDAQ composite is running at 1.2 billion. So what we are going to have is this. On the close out here, because you get option expiration, you're going to have a lot of volume. So it's going to be pretty subtle out here. And if we do take a look at the like the cash S&P, yeah, it's not necessarily pushing down either. It's going to be a toss up here as to, you know, where the volume characteristic comes in and what that means, where you're pushing up or down. Now, as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, this is the last weekend. If you want to take advantage of the tax day Tiger Dollar sale, the way this Tiger Dollar sale works is this. We do this a couple times a year. If you have product at TFNN right now, or you're looking to get any product in the future, this is a great way to save a huge amount of money. You're going to see it in the front page. It says tax day Tiger Dollar sale, up to a 40% bonus. And the way that it works is this. You can buy $500 in Tiger Dollars. You get $600 to spend, which is a 20% bonus. You can buy $1,000 in Tiger Dollars, and you get $1,300, which is a 30% bonus. And the max you can buy on this promotion is $1,500, which you'll get a $600 bonus, which is a 40% bonus. Tiger Dollars are good on our product at TFNN, have no expiration date, and they're totally transferable. That being said, if you have newsletters out here right now, you're looking to get any, great way to save money. If you want to come to Andy's workshop, alone, that workshop right now has a very great price on it. As it is, it's $595 for 12 essential lessons of trading commodities. Well, if you're going to go to that, you want to save another 20%, guess what? You can right here, right now. Okay, let's go over and we take a look at the XAU, the HUI. So with that out here is this. You broke topside on the dailies. Now you have it on the weeklies. Excuse me, folks. We're at the XAUs at $77.95. The swing point that we're talking about is not only just the swing from the consolidation of the last month. What you also have on this weekly basis is that you got over the swing point from May of 2015. That swing point there is $77.06. So what that sets up a run up to the $83. Now, the thing that's neat about this is this. Because the XAU and the HUI, when it came down so fast in 2014, so once you get into this, which we really are, it already built cars, this, once it gets into about 5 points higher, that can go, excuse me, folks, very quickly up to this 94 to 100 area, because that came down that fast. So that's a huge heads up inside the marketplace. Now, there's no doubt that these things took off like a rocket ship, and it's like, are you kidding? Are they really going to keep going like that? Well, what you have out here this week is this, is that there's quite a few of the gold and silver equities that have taken their swing points out on the weekly basis, and they've done it with volume. You know, if we take a look at the HUI, the Gold Bugs Index, what you're going to see is this. The Gold Bugs Index is trading at $198. The swing point from last May was 183, so it blew that away. The swing point that it's going after is the January of 2015 swing point, which is $211. Well, we've already done more volume, and the day's not even over, than that swing point from the January 2015 level. So the Gold Bugs Index is saying you can not only go over that baby can run all the way up into the $240 level, and your next swing point up there is $251. We take this and we put this on a monthly basis, and what you're going to see on a monthly basis, it's pretty extreme, the amount of volume that came into this market as it was going to higher price. You know, the month of February, we did 617 million shares. The month of March, you did 663 million shares. Well, guess what? You're going into 479,000 million shares, and you're going into 369 million. So the correlation, you can see the correlation. That is one beautiful way that you take out a supply line. And when you look at this on the longer term basis, you know, this thing is set up nice. This thing is set up that 211's the next spot. You know, if you take apart $211, man, you can be at 251, and it can be there pretty quickly. Now, let's go over to the XLE, because the XLE, you know, looking at the XLE, what has been sticking out like a sore thumb that I really, you know, felt that it was going to hit was November 3rd swing high. Now, the XLE, we're going to put this on a weekly. The XLE is coming up to the swing point from March 18th. Now, the high of that swing point is $64.27. You did 129 million. We got 64.54. So we got into it. We're going to have 90 million versus 129. So what that's telling me here is that you made the run, you're into the swing point, and guess what? It's a failure. Correlation, $64.27. And if we close right now, we're at 63.62. We went to 64.54, you had 90 million. So when I was looking at this correlation, you know, we had 3 oil stocks that had a nice little run. We sold them all this morning. And it was because between the oil market Sunday, the producers, and this correlation right here, I say it wants to back down. Now, the cool thing here is this, is that this has gone from $49 to 64. So on a percentage basis, it's been a huge move up. And we'll see how we back down. You know, we've been in this 2 different times since the bottom. This very well could, you know, back down into $56, and it could be a buy all over again, which is going to be pretty cool watching how this whole thing shakes out. Now, let's go over to the financials, the XLF, because what you did have this week is that the financials start moving. That being said, what you have inside the financials is that this week, thus far, you've done 207 million shares. Well, guess what? You're going into 323 million shares. You're going into 379 million shares. And I'm excluding, folks, the downdraft from last October, which had 415 million. You know, so when you start adding these babies up, it's looking like we get a turn. You've had a nice run. You get an ABC structure that's finishing off, and I suspect we're going to back off now. And where the heads up also is as I've been saying, even the last 7 or 8 days, we came down, the market was nervous up here. And we came down a couple of those days. The first day that April 1st, you had some volume on the way down. We did 114 million. On April 7th, you did 113 million on the way down. Then we broke topside on Wednesday. It did 96 million. So on the dailies, they were kind of showing up out of that. That's the last 10 days. 2 days, it was like, okay, man, this market's getting nervous. So get some sleep over the weekend, folks, because the good old bear cave, come on out. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Dow Industrials right now are down 25. Nasdaq's up 5.5. S&P's are down 250. Gold's up 860. Silver's up 9 cents. You get the notes up 8 ticks, and the bonds are up 26 ticks. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, don't miss out on the Market Safe Commodity Solution CD from Everbank. This is the second running of their popular 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD, which gives you exposure to 8 equally weighted commodities, including WTI crude oil, gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, corn, and sugar. With annual pricing caps of 70% per component, you can earn up to 70% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There's no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this indexed CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The May 19th funding deadline is quickly approaching. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member, FDIC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 22. You get the Nasdaq off 5. S&Ps are down 250. Let's go to Alex in Newton. Hey, Alex, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Good. Excellent, actually. I just bought Tiger credits.
Oh, thank you.
The max I can buy. And to me, it's no-brainer. And also, I think it should be considered as a charitable contribution because from your point of view, I don't know, like giving 40% off, it's insane. I will buy it 5 years in a row if you will have it always.
Well, listen, we appreciate the support out here and the growling problem with us. You know what? What happens is that the correlation, you know, we've been out here a long time and our customers have been out here a long time. So when we do it a couple times a year, you know, it's a great way to get a good sale going. It's a great way to reward customers that have been out there for a long time, because we keep getting new customers too. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the deal on it. Do you know what I mean? And you know what does happen, you know, retaining customers is so important, because new customers cost a lot of money when you're running in any business. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah. So we appreciate it too, man.
Can I talk about one stock?
Sure.
Network Appliances, NTAP.
Let's take a look. So you got NTAP, Network Appliance. The low for the year is 20. The high is 37.
I'm shorted from yesterday's open.
Okay. So let me pull this back. Let me just see something. Okay, so we're at 25.15. Okay, so what we need is this. Okay, so on a basis of, you know, pulling the shot off, I can see that, because what you have here, folks, is this. I put this in a weekly. So the week of the 18th of March, this hits $27.51. It has volume of 15 million. Well, the 15 million is coming into 21 million, is coming into 26 million. Now, that correlation, and then what you want to put with this, and this is what's pretty wild, folks. You get a picture of something. This stock hasn't been able to go higher when, in fact, the S&Ps, you know, just went a good 80 points higher. So it went sideways, it pulled back. You know, how it hits the $24.79, Alex, is going to be the big number. You see that, how we had come up that week of February 19th?
Yeah, but how you come out with this number? 20.75?
What happens is this. When I have it on a weekly basis, okay?
Okay.
And when you see it tested the low, and it had low volume when it tested the low. So that actually, when it came off that low, that's a sign of strength. When we went from $21.88 to $24.79, you had a big expansion of volume, 28.4 million. So what happens with something like that is that when it gets to the top of that, if it can get into the bar, then you get action, man. Okay? If it doesn't get into the bar, just close it right there. What it would do, it would retest the other side of that, like $27.51 again. It probably would fail there and try it again. You know, because this didn't take out a swing point on the way up, this can still go a lot lower. Let me put it on a monthly just for a second. And you can see the correlation that this couldn't move for 4 weeks when the market was going up. That's a big number. Yeah, I see.
It's a local company in Boston, so I know a lot of people who've been fired. And
yeah, well, that's good when you put it together like that. that's so. You can see on the way up, now this gets really wild, folks, is that this goes all the way back to May of 2012. You see how May in 2012, how at $27.79, that volume is 248 million? That's ice. That's, you know, you hear me talk about ice a lot? That's ice, man. And that supply line is a monster. So it looks like it's going to be pretty hard to get through. Let me just look at. I see, yeah, and you get, you know, fundamentally the gross revenue, you know, is basically, they're saying last year was 6.1 billion, this year 5.6 billion, next year 5.4 billion. So they're not growing, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're competitors of EMC.
I see. Okay. Yeah. I get, well, this is saying, I guess, well, they're big in Boston, too, because they're Route 128 belt, right? Because it says Sunnyvale, California, right? Okay.
Okay.
Cooking, brother. Okay,
Thank you,
man.
Tom.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks for buying the Tiger Dollars. And Tiger Dollars, folks, this is, you know, you got tax day. April 18th, tax day. You know what's wild? I heard that number today, which totally makes sense, too, by the way. The number of the amount of filings that get done digitally, and 90% now, folks. No one goes to the post office anymore, 90%. And then, hey, let's go look Microsoft, because this Microsoft deal, this is really intriguing. So Microsoft is trading at $55.55. Microsoft is bringing the Justice Department, the government, to basically court. And they're bringing them to court over the aspect of subpoenas into the cloud. And it's just not the subpoenas into the cloud. What it is, folks, is this. It's subpoenas into the cloud, and then that the company itself can never tell the client that, in fact, there's a subpoena forever, okay? So it's pretty cool. Microsoft sued the Justice Department Thursday to block authorities from taking customers' emails and other data stored by Microsoft without ever letting them know. It's pretty cool, folks, okay? Because the bottom line is that you can make the argument that you get a subpoena, you go into your house, you take your file, all of the above, right? Well, guess what? In the digital world, that's where we are right now. In the digital world, your stuff is on the cloud. The bottom line is that the government, get a subpoena, you go into it, but the client, whoever is getting a subpoena against them, absolutely should have the right. Why? Because if we want to live in a dictatorship or someone's going to take over the whole freaking world, the bottom line is that a bureaucracy can do it, and the way to do it is in secret, So I'm psyched that they're basically opening that can of worms. And this is the perfect time to open the can of worms, too, because of the fact of the Apple scenario. Because the Apple scenario, you could have personal feelings inside because it was a terrorist type of deal, versus this is a flat-out deal. It's like, okay, if this is a file cabinet in your house, guess what? Would you let the feds in, open it up, when you're not home and you don't even know you're in there? No, it would never happen. And the feds know that, We'll see what that shakes out, but I think they'll win that case. And good, you get a subpoena. Good, you have to tell people you get a subpoena. Because when you look back in history, you don't have to look back too far to see how many rogues are in not only just companies, but they're in the government too, okay? And all you need is a few good rogues, rogues inside a couple big agencies, then you get real problems. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at Rheingold Resources, GOLD. Rheingold out here trading at $94.44. We put this on a weekly, and what you're going to see is it's going to need higher price. This is one that's going to need more volume, rather. You're going into 5.5 million. That's not bad. Actually, it's 4.5 versus 5.5. It's not the end of the world. And we got, a half hour left. Get another 60, 70,000 in there. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrial's down $24. NASDAQ's down 4. S&P's off 250.
John Logan has just announced that he is hosting a workshop Wednesday, April 20th for all TAS Profile Scanner Plus subscribers, opportunities in the current market, and strategies to profit. In this hour-long workshop, John Logan will use the TAS Profile Scanner Plus to give you a current breakdown of the sectors in the market and the opportunities that are present, as well as providing subscribers with the best strategies to trade with to profit when using this powerful piece of market scanning software. Right now, you can sign up for the TAS Profile Scanner Plus at the front page of TFNN.com. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is such an amazing piece of software that we're even offering a no-questions-asked money-back guarantee for all new paying subscribers. Don't delay, as John Logan's subscriber event is coming up soon. Sign up now for the TAS Profile Scanner Plus and be up and running within minutes using this powerful piece of market scanning software. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sign up today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at inside the Dow Industrials. You do have flat markets. We'll see what the strength is versus the weakness. So the strength inside the Dow Industrials today is that you have Travelers Insurance. That's up 83 cents. $116.18. Coca-Cola is up 23 cents. Home Depot is up 66 cents, and Microsoft is up 26 cents. Taken away from it on the way down, Apple's the culprit. We're going to go through Apple a second because Apple looks to me like it's going to probably lead the market down. Apple is down $2.13, $109.97. Cisco is down 40 cents at $27.84. You get JP Morgan off 84 cents at $61.75, and Goldman Sachs is down $1.81. Now, if we go over to Apple, we take a look at Apple. This is what you have happening with Apple. Apple, it's not that it's down a lot. It's only down $2. That being said, guess what? You got an expansion of volume. You're down with 7.2 million shares after you already made a high with 6.4 million shares on Wednesday. You tested that high yesterday with 4.5. Also, what do you have? Well, Apple, excuse me, you come right into ICE. ICE is set up on Apple at the $109 level. You came down when this thing broke down. Well, not just one breakdown. This is when it really went south and went south from $109 down to $90. That was on December 18th. Well, check out what you're going into. You're going into 37 million shares. I put this on a weekly, and what you're going to see is that you came up to ICE. ICE is laid out there. Actually, it never made ICE. ICE is at $112. Well, you did make it. We made $112.39, and ICE is $112.80. So you come up to ICE. You do 79. Well, when we broke down, you broke down with 79 million shares. We did 27 million last week. This week you're doing 27, 28 million. So you can see that correlation, you failed. So what does that set up? Well, it's the first leg down. It doesn't set up a huge downdraft. It depends on how we hit $106. You hit $106 with too much volume, which is only $4 down. Guess what? You'll be all the way into $101. Because what you do have is at $101 that's the January high. Let's go to Ned in Canada. Hey, Ned, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how's it going?
It's going great, man. You having a good day up there?
Very good.
That's a beautiful thing.
Hey, Tom, just wondering, it's like Great Panther Silver and VGV. What do you think of the two?
Well, I love them. I actually own them.
Well, I own two. I own them too, but I'm just wondering what is the exit strategy in those two?
Okay, so let's take a look at it. So, Great Panther, folks, is a silver producer. You know, you heard Bob Archer on. I had him on. You know, the beginning of this week. This is first technically it's an ABC up. Okay, so what you have is this: your 8-point is 41 cents. That was generated the week of the 22nd of January. Your B point is $1.44. So you're talking about what, 60 cents. I'm ballparking at 60. Your C point is 86, which gives you the $1.46. That's your price projection. So we took out, you did 6 million shares versus 4.8. So next stop is $1.46. Your swing point up here is $1.49. Okay, so that being said, now what you want to look at is this. And if you had the gold report, you know, and you've had it for a while, you know that what we've been looking at for a long period of time. And what you have, folks, is this. There's a few silver and gold equities that have a high volume high. Well, Great Panther happens to be one of them. And markets don't end on a high volume high. So to answer your question on Great Panther as to what is the exit strategy, the exit strategy is somewhere between $3.50 and $5.
Wow.
That's
You know, Tom. What's really surprised me about these miners is the gold didn't go down that much for them to be exploded that hard. You know, it's been a hell of 3 years.
Can you just say that again? I'm sorry. I just
You know what's I'm a bit surprised about these miners is that gold ended up going down. It went down like 30-40%, right? But the miners, they got imploded. I mean, how do you explain this huge downdraft in the miners?
Oh, you mean from 2011?
Yeah, like they didn't go back to 2011. They went back to 2002.
Hey, listen. 2011. I was on CNBC telling people. I told people in the gold report, take your money and go buy houses. We got everything out of that thing, okay? What happened, and unfortunately, and this is a killer, folks, okay, because when I would talk at these gold shows and everything, no one would ever take their money. Bottom line, I know plenty of people that did, and I never thought that, would the market get destroyed, but guess what? Gold had done a 1 to 1.618 on the way up, okay? It was way too much, and unfortunately, a lot of people didn't take their money, and it got destroyed. That's what happens, If we go over to, and you better make sure if you're in it again, folks, to take your money. If we go over to Vista Gold, you want to take a look at Vista. Now, the difference between the Great Panther, folks, Great Panther is a producer, okay? So Great Panther takes in money. Vista Gold is not a producer. Vista Gold is an exploration company. They have a huge project in Australia they've been working on for a long period of time. This one here has a low for this year of 23 cents. It has a high of 65 cents. This is also an ABC structure on the way up. So, your A point on this is 26 cents. Your B point is 60, so you got 37 cents. Your C's 43, so that's 78 cents. This had volume of 3 million and takes out 1.5. Okay, so now bring this back on a larger basis also. And I suspect, we'll see how this one shakes out. It depends on how this one gets into 90 cents. If this gets into 90 cents with some volume, guess what? You can get, basically $3 out of it. So, and, now to go back to the expansion of these miners off the bottom, what I think you were referring to is that we've seen this before, folks. When gold took off in 2002, the first expansion off the bottom was the largest. And now that being said, what is going to happen is that there'll be a vicious pullback, and I suspect gold and silver are going to go. A lot would not be the right word, but the equities are going to go quite a bit further before that pullback comes in. But you don't want to get caught in that pullback, because I remember I think it was July of 2002 or July of 2003, that pullback was vicious. It was a 50% pullback off the bottoms that started in 2002, folks. And when you get a run that is this dramatic, Ned, you will get a pullback. So as you're getting higher, as an ABC structure finishes, I take some bread off the table. That's the kick. That's the kicker. That's what you have to do, man.
Yeah. You don't think it's better just to, I mean, it's been such a long downturn that it's better just to hold on and just keep it, close your eyes and keep it, or?
Nope. Stay right there. We're coming right back.
All right.
TFNN has just announced a new Tiger Dollar sale that will run through this coming Monday only. It's tax day on April 18th, and what better time to lock in extra savings on any TFNN good or service with the purchase of Tiger Dollars. From now through April 18th only, we've doubled the bonuses that normally come with any Tiger Dollar purchase. Instead of a 10 to 20% bonus, we've doubled each number, and you can now get a 20, 30, or 40% bonus on whatever you spend. Tiger Dollars never expire and can be used for any TFNN good or service. Once you purchase your Tiger Dollars and receive your 20 to 40% bonus on whatever you spend, you can then apply them to your subscriptions going forward, as well as any course, workshop, or service that we offer at TFNN. Don't forget that tax day falls on April 18th this year, and now is the perfect time to get your Tiger Dollars. For all the details and to get your Tiger Dollar bonus today, visit the front page of TFNN.com now. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow's down 39, Nasdaq's off 8, S&Ps are off 3.5. And don't forget, folks, over the weekend, this is your last time to get Tiger Dollars if you'd like to save 20, 30, or 40%. It's right on the front page of TFNN. You can check it out. We're talking with Ned from Canada. We're talking about positions in the gold and silver market. So, Ned, what I suggest you do is that as these babies run up, when they finish an ABC structure, you have to take some money off the table because the gold market and the silver market is vicious for pullbacks, man. So it's not like these things are going to go up forever, and gold's not going to go up forever, and silver's not going to go up forever. Everything just has that cycle. And what I do, I'd watch the dollar really carefully. I mean, my take on the dollar right now and is that, you know, it's making its way to this 92.50. This is the index. And if we break the 92.50, man, we're going to be at 88 bucks. And over 88 bucks, that is, you know, bottom line saying that, yeah, gold will run back to its highs. And, you know, we'll see what ends up happening when we get up there. But, you know, don't just sit there and do nothing, man. You know?
Perfect.
That's a lot of money you got in your account right now. Make sure you take some of it and reward yourself.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Tommy.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You know, if we do go look over that we'll just do this continuous contract. So the gold on the continuous contract, folks, goes like this. If I put this on a 15-year, what you're going to see is this, is that when we went from the highs to the lows, you know, this is what's so wild about the gold contract in general, okay? From the beginning of the bull market to where we went to, we only did a 50% retracement. So that is saying, number one, you can go to the highs. That's not a big deal. Thus far, the way that we broke topside in February, you trend-wise is saying it, guess what? You know, 1428 is game now. Now, at 1428, that's where, man, there's going to be a huge supply line there. At 1428, what we'll have, you know, when you have fear and greed in the marketplace, though, at 1428, more than likely what you're going to see is that every single call coming in to TFNN is going to be about gold and silver, and you know what that means. Sell and sell very quickly. You know, if we go look at the let's do the HUI. I'll do the HUI just on a monthly to see this correlation, because the correlation is pretty intense as to where this baby can run to right now. You do the correlation inside the HUI. Right now we're at $198. Whoops, close that one. We're at $198, and yeah, this correlation is pretty intense. You can be at 251. So that's pretty intense, man. You know, and when we're talking about 251, you're talking about this thing took out. You talk about wide price spread, accelerated volume. The week of February 5th, folks, okay, we sliced through that downtrend in a dramatic way. So when we talk about wide price spread, when we talk about accelerated volume, bottom line, that's what it did. And when they do that, guess what they like to do? They like to go to a target. And what has already happened inside the XAU, I mean the HUI, is that it already blew away the swing point from October, blew away the swing point from May of 2015. Now we're going after the swing point from January of 2015, and you're really, you know, you're only 11 points away from it. And the HUI moved $5 this week. So next week you can be over that. You get over that, guess what, man? You're getting up into this 251, and that'll blow some minds, man, including mine. You know, because it's one thing setting up a technical basis as to where it's going to go. It's a whole nother thing when it actually happens. And it actually makes sense to me, though. This is what's really weird, man. Because of the way that it's moved, then you're going to go into a supply line that is laying out there from June of 2013 till September of 2014, and you know what it'll do? It'll drive people crazy for another year. That's what the gold market can do. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look for the speaking right back here Monday morning. Go get them, folks.